Well, a lot of people don't realize when they make a movie, sometimes after the movie is completed, it's like a year, 2, or even 3 years before it even hits the screen where you can see it. I mean, there's a lot involved in it after the movie's made. I mean, it's not like when the movies were made in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. I mean, it's now, it's so much between finances to, the effects that they put into it. It all takes time.
It does. You're right. It is a process. It's a process as you in pre-production, as you're writing and producing the film. It's and that process then continues as you're actually shooting it. And then it continues again in post-production, and then it continues even further. Especially in indie film, when you don't have a studio and you can go, oh well, here you go, and you have a big budget and go out and pimp my movie now and promote it, and you have a huge promotional budget. Then you're like me and a lot of other indie filmmakers and stuff that are then it's your job, and it's all squarely in your lap to then go promote and advertise your film and get your audience to it, which is why it's taking me. I mean, Dark Realm's got this very long, slow cult film burn to it because I did not have we got the movie made, but we did not have a huge budget to just roll it right out on all platforms and advertise it widely, because we didn't have that left in the budget. We had poured it all into the production, so that's problematic in small indie films. And that's why, and even in Dark Realm, it took us a while. I mean, we got the initial round and got it together very quickly, and we actually debuted it in 2013 at the Chicago Horror Film Festival to great fanfare, and we were riding around in a Bentley and everything like that. It was a great time. It was great fun, but there was still a lot of work to be done in the film because we continued to edit it then, and we had to go in and we had to fix some sound even after it had debuted, and that was honestly like a couple more years as we continued to craft the film and do it, and then start to bring it to the market where you guys out there in the audience could finally see Dark Realm, which was getting it out into the streaming market and things, because that's where everybody really wants to see it now. But if you do want the DVD of Dark Realm, because it's got all the dark and sticky extras, behind the scenes, and a commentary track with Vinny and I in it, and other great things, you can get that on my website on FitzgeraldRealm.com. You can get the DVD with all the extras of Dark Realm. So that's how we're getting it out right now. And like I say, we are expanding on that, and it's going out further now, because as I talk to you and other people and continue to talk about Dark Realm, what feels like years later, and it is literally years later to me, it's still just getting out to new people. I'm sure there's people tonight that this is the first time they've heard of it, even though you and I talk about it almost every time I'm on here.
Well, yeah, and don't you have T-shirts and stuff like that for Dark Realm available or something? Or is that my imagination? Okay.
No, you are completely right. Yeah, so if anybody wants there's a cool Dark Realm cast mug, and there's some great shirts, and if you buy one, you'll make Kaylee Williams very happy as well. Kaylee loves all the merch that I put her on it. Yeah. There's a really great kind of gothic black and white shirt. It was the first shirt we put out of Dark Realm, and it's got this great artwork that it's based on Jim Sorkley's photography, because Jim Sorkley, celebrated dark arts photographer here in Chicago. He shot everything for the movie for us, because Jim's amazing. I've done a lot of great stuff with him. But then my friend, the Crafty Mistress, who is my one-woman art department, and you can find her on Facebook, Crafty Mistress, all one word with a K. And she makes my wardrobe. She helps me work on props. She's amazing. She was like the woman art department for me, like I say. So she did artwork based on some of Jim's photographies, and that is of Kaylee and I in a skull on the front of the shirt, which looks really cool. And on the back, it's got the spell that we use in the movie called, it goes, one eye sees the land of the living, the other the realm of the dead, betwixt and between I've always seen the dream that burns in my head. And that is on the back of the shirt in this cool graphic that the Crafty Mistress also did. So, yeah, there is some fun merch that goes along with the movie, which you can find on the Dark Realm movie page on Facebook, as well as there is a website for the movie too called darkrealmmovie.com. But most of the stuff I'm selling through, just to consolidate things, I'm doing most of it through my website, FitzgeraldRealm.com, and you can get the T-shirts and you can get the DVD and other fun things you'll find in the store on my website.
That is cool and awesome. So I didn't have a weird dream that I did. It felt like I had a dream or something that you had T-shirts and stuff like that. Well, I guess if I did have a dream, maybe I was remote viewing you.
Maybe you were. You must have been. I created a whole other, line of merch that goes through, new things for Dark Realm. There's also a Dark Realm razor blade T-shirt. They eat razor blades in the show, and that is featured in Dark Realm. And there's this really cool, very reminiscent kind of the Wizard of Gore kind of artwork, because Dark Realm was inspired. One of the movies that inspired it is Herschel Gordon Lewis's The Wizard of Gore. Old classic gore film from the early 70s, like 70, 71 that came out. And I highly recommend that as well if you haven't seen it. The effects are not great, but it's a really fun, weird ride. And if you like early indie horror films, and that would be a good one to take a look at. And it's gory, and because Herschel Gordon was known as the godfather of gore. So that's artwork with the razor blade shirt is inspired kind of by that. And then there's another one that's got the poster on the shirt as well. In fact, you must have been remote viewing me today, because I just put up a new shirt with more photo art by the Crafty Mistress. That is me, and it's kind of a magic moonlight kind of photo. It's hard to describe. Go look at my Facebook page, and Ron Fitzgerald Realm, and you'll see it. I just put it up today. In fact, it's a brand new shirt we just created to have something new to put out.
And to Nancy out there, yes, I've actually seen where he does take razor blades and eats them and then pulls them out, if I remember right, on a string or some type of thing, one after another. I eat the razors and then I eat
thread. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. I still can't figure out how you do that one.
That means I'm doing it right.
Yeah, if you were doing it wrong, you wouldn't be talking.
That exactly. If I screwed it up good, I've cut myself many times doing that. Many times.
Now, when you were a kid, did you have your tonsils removed, or did they get removed doing the razor? I'm sorry, the razor bit.
Probably during doing the razor blade act is probably when they came out. Yeah.
Yeah, or parts of it. Yes, and don't try it at home, please. So if you
don't try it at home.
Yeah.
Always
disclaimer. I don't want to be sued. You do not.
No. Yes. Please don't watch it. If you want to see it, it is in Dark Realm.
Yeah, and you need to buy it. So, how much is Dark Realm if they want to buy it?
If you want to get the DVD with all the extras, and it's worth it because we packed a lot of extra stuff on there for you, because it's also streaming. So if you want the extras, that's on FitzgeraldRealm.com. That's $20.
Well, worth
and
it.
I'll sign it. I will sign it. Thank you. I think so. It's I know that people are pushing out a lot of DVDs for like $10 and $15, but it's indie, and it's coming right from us, and we put a lot of extra stuff on there. So we hope that it's basically collectors that are buying DVDs right there. So we left it at like $19.99, $20, and that's worth it. If you just want to stream it and you want to watch it anywhere you are, because the access is easy, it's on Amazon. One click and you're in. It's like what is it? It's, I think, standard def SD is $1.99. So it's $1, $2 or $3 to rent it. We now have, which is what we changed up in the Amazon listing as well. It was just available in standard def and SD. Now it's available in HD. We have our HD copy up there. So if you want to see it in HD, it's just $2.99. One click. Go watch it on Amazon. You'll be glad you did. If you enjoy it, give us a nice 5-star rating and write a review. Because I think your audience, you guys that are listening to us tonight, certainly I think you'll enjoy the film.
I think so. And what you need to do is either rent it or go buy it. I recommend buying it because you can get it signed. Now, the thing what is really cool is what you want to do with your get that fireplace going, get yourself red wine, okay? And and just relax, get some strawberries, dip it in hot chocolate, and watch the show and get ready to, be scared and actually be entertained. It's, I seen 90% of it. I like it. And I don't endorse movies. I really don't. This is one you really need to get your hands on. If you're into magic, magic to me, honestly, has been boring as hell. And when you see something like what Ron does, like putting a hot chick in a coffin and setting it on fire, I mean, some of his stuff he does. Again, the razor blades. Yes, Nancy, razor blades. Don't try it at home. Well, unless you don't want to talk for a long time. It's some of the stuff he does, it's just beyond what I think a lot of the magicians do. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if you want to go watch David Copperfield type of magic or anything else, I mean, you can go find it everywhere. You're not going to find what Ron does. I can guarantee it. And I'll tell you that coffin thing really, every time I see it, I get goosebumps. Not because I'm excited over it, but it is scary.
It is. And people love that. That's one of the things that everybody loves that we're talking about is that you like the mind-blowing illusions because it's so different from the way everybody presents them. And that you like the razor blades and the vampire's kiss and the coffin, the cremation illusion that closes the actual show portion of the story. And yeah, thank you, because that's fun, and I love doing that, and everybody talks about that thing. Everybody walks away talking about, oh man, when you set her on fire on that coffin. So yeah, so check that out. If you want to see an illusion show that's full of dark magic and fun, wicked fun, with a live audience, it's shot in front of an audience. You'll see the show. That's like I was talking about this earlier tonight. But you'll see the show. What you see in the movie, it's shot nice. You get the best seat in the house because it's 5 cameras. But it's the way you would see the illusion as if you were live. It hasn't. Nothing's achieved by movie magic or special effects or the way it's edited or anything like that. So you get a show and a horror film all blended together, and it's groundbreaking in the fact that nobody in the world of illusion or horror film have ever made a movie that's combined those two things in this way. So it's really different. If you like artsy stuff too, there's a lot of like cool artsy angles on things that you'll like, and the music is great. In fact, I'm gonna for the first 13 people that buy the DVD tonight. I didn't even know I was going to do this, but I love doing this. Off the cuff. For the first 13 people that buy the Dark Realm DVD tonight or tomorrow, this weekend even, if you buy a Dark Realm DVD on my website, FitzgeraldRealm.com, I will put in a free download card. You will get the Dark Realm soundtrack by Housemaid of Dawn called Realm by Housemaid of Dawn. It's a $10 value. I will slip one of those in there when I sign it for free. So for the first 13 people, because I love 13, ooky spooky, for the first 13 people that buy a Dark Realm DVD, I will also throw in the downloadable soundtrack for you. So there's a little bonus for anybody who wants one.
Give it a day or two, because a lot of my listeners are downloads, and these truckers. Yeah,
they come in on the download. So let's during the weekend. Is that good? What is good then?
And come on, truckers, you're into this type of stuff. So if you want a good film to watch, and I know some of you guys even watch it in your cab when you don't supposed to be. You don't supposed to be watching movies while you're driving, but I know you do. But anyway, this is, rather interesting and a very good, thrilling, scary movie. And if you're into horror movies, you got to get this one here. And by the way, the women in this show,
all the guys mentioned that. There are some very, very, very lovely women in the movie. So yeah, if you are a guy or a lady who enjoys, nice looking ladies, you'll enjoy the movie there on that aspect.
Now, have you?
If you like freaky dudes in eyeliner and shaved heads whose eyes don't match, well, then you get me.
Well, I'd rather have your looks than mine, but what can I say?
Stop. You're doing all good. You're smiling, man. That hat and everything. Come on.
Okay, I'm moving right along here. Now, have you ever had somebody working with you, like assistant, screw up so bad that you started in your mind emotionally starting to panic, like, oh my God, how am I going to pull this off?
I've had some stuff like that happen, I mean, sometimes it usually more than anything else, it's mechanical, but I have had once or twice somebody in there who had not, done what they were supposed to do, and they're doing a major illusion, and that can be problematic. So usually, even if somebody, I mean, I literally